Okay, good.
But this is where I need y'all.
Perfect.
At least two
I
of
think
y'all.
we can do that.
At least two people.
We're live.
And then,
Sure.
okay.
I'd just like to know.
All right, I think it will be, are you good with
Well,
tickets? at
pencil it
6:30?
in.
Yeah.
Tickets at 6:30?
Pencil it in.
Okay.
All right, we'll do that.
Do
We
that.
know who to go look for.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, great.
All right, yes.
Thanks, David.
We'll give you their phone numbers and blood samples.
Welcome to the July meeting.
As we're, hurry up and get, oh, so we have our mission statement that we'll just review. The mission statement of the City of Kingsbury is to protect the residents from forcible annexation by another municipality, to maintain limited government, maintain low rates of taxation, incur no debt, and protect the rights of its citizens. At this point, that's our pledge to Kingsbury. Now we will pledge the flags.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Get a Kingsbury flag. We pledge to the
Yeah, pledge to the flag.
Can we go to public school and have a moment of silence?
I'm not sure what you mean there, Dave. Okay, at this point, we'll have a roll call.
Commissioner Heinemeier,
Here.
Commissioner Ignacio.
Here.
Mayor Nolan.
All right, here.
Quorum.
All right, we'll call this meeting to order. So announcements, and I didn't write anything down. Of course, we have, let me see, blah, blah, blah. Do we have that on here? Yes, we have that, so I'm not going to mention that. Barbecue.
Okay.
I'm the coordinator for the auxiliary and volunteer coordinator this year, so my life, that's my life right now.
Hey, Shirley.
Okay, anything else relating to,
It's not on the agenda? I don't think
yeah.
so.
So the only thing, of course, is check report.
Thank you.
And we do have an item on here I want to,
Maybe mention city election ballot thing.
good
Oh, yeah,
point.
when are the
Good point. So, as far as city elections, my mayor seat and commissioner seat that Allison is holding are up for election in November. According to the Uniform Election Code, our receiver for applications for a place on the ballot has to be available on July 19th through August 18th or 19th?
It's 18th.
18th?
August 18th.
Yeah. Yeah. So applications and the ballot box are out there. I say ballot box, the applications box are outside. It's easy enough to file for a place on the ballot. There's certain things, you have to be 18, you have to be a resident in the Kingsbury city limits for like 12 months or something
I think
like
it's
that.
6.
6 months?
I'm not sure. I think it's 6.
Yeah, I know, I wrote it all down in like newsletters, so
Well,
I should
you have
know.
to be yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's all on the city website.
Yeah,
So the application to it?
I think,
Yes, it is.
Okay.
and you just have to be a citizen. You can't be like a convicted of a felony. You have to be a resident in Kingsbury city limits. You have to be a resident of Texas within a certain amount of time. You have to be a U.S. citizen. So just very general
18.
requirements. You have to be 18. So yeah, you can be on city council and not even be allowed to drink, but you can make decisions for the city. So that is available to anybody that meets the requirements. And the applications box is there 24/7, and then just has picking up applications from that. So on, check report, GVC, lighting for 2 lights, and then the electricity for 7571, Kingsbury Road. We did, write a check to, Gabrielle, Ruelas for this was the final draw for the, leveling, the raising and leveling of 7571. And so that was the last draw on that. And then I did move the money over from Texas Class to cover that particular check. Instant Ink, Steve Skiing, Crystal Clear, this is the meter for 7571. We did get a sales and general use and sales tax deposit of $2,974.29, which seems a little bit lower, but it's about in line with what it was this time last year. And then this is the one, Consolidated Broadway Services. I was like, what the heck is this? And so I called them. This is due to the overdraft charges that.
Oh.
Yes. So I will be depositing into here because that was my bad. Wrote checks to the contractor and to, yes, and that were totally made of rubber. And because I had not moved the money over, it just didn't occur to me. So I will cover those checks because that was my bad. That was completely on me. And it's actually was $70. Do we have, man, is there any way to get the air conditioning? Do you have a key?
I don't, but my husband's here.
Oh, see if he will. Say please.
It says 76, but it doesn't.
It doesn't feel 76. So Consolidated Broadway Services, it was actually $70 because I think it was 235s. But there was some kind of interest that we got back from that, so it comes out to $68.93. Again, I'm covering it. City's not going to pay for that. That was my bad. We had payroll taxes of $253.98. Our regular pro boards and storage. I did get the franchise fee check from Bluebonnet for $977.40. I have not seen the one from GVEC yet. It's usually what, 200 or 300. So, and then the the state controller for our mixed beverage tax receipts for $330.42. And then I'm still continuing to put money over into the Texas Class account, and we still have the Clifford Grant sub-account that we made. It's not doing anything in particular. We just made it to keep that grant money separate, just in case we had to like give it all back or
I
something.
thought that was gonna apply. We're gonna use the Clipper money to do this.
We did, but it didn't take all of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we did
All
take
right,
3,000
okay.
out, but it didn't take all of it. So we still have $9,890.38.
And it'll hold indefinitely, sorta?
It'll hold indefinitely.
For
I
a
mean, we
while.
can move it over into the other. They're both getting
can?
interest. I think they
Okay.
both get the same amount of interest, so they're just, it's just a sub-account. So,
Okay.
and I'll continue to put money over into Texas Class because we do get interest there. And that is definitely part of our income. All right. Any other announcements? Anybody? Any other announcements?
I'm so curious why we have so many visitors.
Yeah, this is interesting. This is interesting. Yeah.
That's what you wanted.
Yeah. No.
Turn the camera to show the.
Yeah, we should.
Oh,
Show the folks sitting at home.
Nice crowd.
Yeah.
Folks that came out.
Everyone.
All
I
right.
imagine we'll probably have some public comment.
All right, and we are at
You
item
can sit
number
up, Dennis, we blur
2.
your face out on all these.
That's a wide angle lens.
All right, item number 2, public comments or discussion. We don't have a very formal application here where you sign in or anything, so I'll just ask if anybody has any comments they would like to make.
Please limit it to 30 seconds.
You have a little bit longer now.
Okay, that is.
Technical difficulty.
Never happened
Seems to be
before.
okay still.
Yeah, it's just a little screwdriver-y thing.
Recall from the initial
to the rescue.
formation of Kingsbury, is it still necessary for those who go into office to have schooling? Appropriate, there was a.
No, there
You
is,
have, no, you have to take the training for.
You have to do training.
Yeah.
oh, there is
Meetings is
training
something else.
required,
That's
yes.
what I thought, I'm just trying to refresh my.
Right,
memory.
open meetings and,
Yeah, there's another one.
there is another one.
Is it a cyber thing?
I think
Well,
it
there is
might
a
be.
cyber one, yeah.
But the open meetings is the number one for sure.
Yeah, the Open Meetings Act training is definitely the,
But it's only an hour video you watch.
Are you supposed to watch it before you get, is that?
No, I think, no, you have,
I had
yeah.
another
I don't know what
question.
the-
Yeah, so that's just that's
Yeah.
just required training once
the
you,
training is,
Do
yeah, it's,
take office.
it's, you'll pass.
there is no requirement for that particular training in order to apply for a place
I
on the
understand
ballot.
that, thank you, thank
Okay.
you. But once you, if you do get elected,
You are required to take the training, and it will scare the bejesus out of you too.
Something-
Yeah. They talk about, I don't know, throwing you in jail if
Thank
you,
you.
Yeah.
you mention something in the
Yeah, there was-
ladies' room or
Be
There
something.
was a question right here.
Yeah.
I just have public
Who is next? Yes, sir.
I just have public comment.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm here as a customer of Crystal Clear
Yes, sir.
and supporting the impact fee increase because the increase, well, impact fee currently is $2,500. It has not been updated since 2018. I won't read all I got, but the application was sent to CCEQ. It was vetted by TCEQ staff, all their engineers, and they actually recommended adoption of the increase.
And state your name again, please.
Yes, sir.
Robert Snipes.
Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, we had some emails. Yes, sir.
The open record request,
Yes, sir.
which came back.
Okay, so 2,500 was,
It's 2,500, hadn't been set, updated since 2018.
uh-huh.
So, we're moving into a very big growth period for Crystal Clear in our area. My understanding is there's a contract on the agenda for Thursday evening at Crystal Clear to add almost $2,700 or 2,700 LUEs, and they only have 7,000 right now.
What's an LUE, please?
It's a living unit equivalency. It's
What is
how
that?
we assess, it's a way they measure usage of water.
Okay.
So, and then it's done by meter size and all kinds of.
And that's in the
stuff.
Crystal Clear district,
So that would
surface area.
conceivably serve 2,700 homes, is what you're saying.
request for.
Projected an
LUE,
increase.
LUE, yeah.
Projected
Which
increase.
is an increase, and it's probably, it may take them up to 10 years to build out, but that alone is a 38% increase. And GBRA is projecting just an incredible amount of increase from Guadalupe, Hayes County, Comal County, you know, all the counties around here, the population's just gonna explode. And Washington is already a problem. So, you know, right now, the increase is being held up by one person. It's going to, October, it's going to a hearing at the State Office of Administrative Hearings, and they're gonna rule on it. So there's a potential for us to lose money now, between, you know, now and the potential increase in October. if we don't get that increase, in our CCN, then the customers are gonna wind up footing the bill for all the expansions and stuff. The 2,700 LUEs for the lost revenues we'll have, for the app is over $7 million for that one.
And again, that's in the entire Crystal Clear
That's in the
service.
CCN, yeah. And
service
we've got
area.
2 data centers coming, and already that impact fee is cut in half. So Crystal Clear went out and hired professionals to assess the impact fee, and they determined the cost for all that infrastructure, and then the state law says they have to cut it in half, just so you don't overcharge.
So 27 is what, 25 is what it was. What is it going to? Or what is it proposed?
5163.
51,
5163.
it's gonna over, more than double.
Yeah.
And this is for future growth.
Yes, it'd be for future development.
Not even in
Speaking about
Guadalupe County,
And if
but
Crystal Clear doesn't do the development for water services, where are these people gonna get water from?
Well, we can, I mean, you'll end up paying more for water. I mean, 'cause
We'll pay more for water
we'll pay more
because,
for water because we'll have to go out and somebody will have to pay for the additional infrastructure.
Saying that nobody else other than Crystal
Well-
Clear will be allowed to provide?
Right.
I'm sorry, that's what you're.
Well, yeah, it's in Crystal Clear CCN, so, certificate of need area, and they cannot turn away customers.
they can't?
By state law, you cannot turn away customers.
So they have to actually, they have the customer base
But if there's no
coming
water,
in. They have to actually drill a well, put in pipeline, put in meters, and set up the whole system just for those people.
Yep.
Let those people pay for that.
You have to, right, and that's what the impact fee is.
No, the impact fee comes out of part of my water bill every month, doesn't it?
No.
I don't pay any of that?
That's an understanding we need to.
It's when you
set
get
up
a
the
new
when you
meter,
get the
right?
meter, you're charged an impact fee.
Okay.
That's your buy-in because you're using a part of the system capacity,
Mhm.
and that system capacity is replenished.
Okay.
And so you're being charged to do that, part of that replenishment, because we have to be able to cover you and the next people that come in, and you're really only paying a portion of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the way that goes, and there's, I mean, Maxwell Utility District, Special Utility District, theirs is almost $13,000. County line is $11,700.
what is Springs Hill? Do you know? What is Springs Hill? Do you know?
I know Green Valley is 7,400, City of Marion is 4,300, Texas Water Company is $18,000, and the City of Schertz is $14,600. They just raised theirs $10,000 because of all the growth and everything that's got to be paid for. And the problems we run into if Crystal Clear is unable to collect the monies and, and basically not stay solvent, then there is the potential that Crystal Clear could wind up being sold to somebody like the Texas Water Company, and it could wind up being a for-profit company.
Would that be a bad thing?
You think you got high water now?
We do have our water.
It'll get higher. Texas Water Company has shareholders. Crystal Clear doesn't have shareholders.
Where does Texas Water Company service right now?
Texas Water Company?
Uh-huh.
They're up, they're northwest of here,
Like,
Canyon Lake and stuff.
okay.
And I see Springs Hill,
Next door, you'll see a lot.
Springs Hill went to an SUD, a couple of years ago? Something like that. Impact fee is $62.15 for
Well,
Springs. So part of Kingsbury is in Springs Hill.
I'm curious about what Texas Water Company's rates are for the people that are buying water from them now. I mean, I'm curious what Texas Water Company's rates would be for the customers they have right now, current.
Monthly bill.
Yeah, their monthly bill.
I don't know what.
You know what? Okay.
But it would, I mean, your charges would be specific to this area.
Yeah,
You know,
but,
and the problem is, when you have a smaller customer base,
mm-hmm,
your charges, your expenses are necessarily higher. So as you can bring on customers, that eventually that cost goes down. Because you get
Eventually.
an economy of scale at a certain point. But, you know, we got a long way to grow around here. We've only got, I think Crystal Clear, like about 7,000 customers right now, and that's about it.
Well, you're talking about the very small area here, right?
No.
The whole company of Crystal Clear?
See,
7,000?
Yeah, we only have there's only about 7,000 connections.
Oh, oh.
And it's a pretty good size area. A lot of it's rural.
Hmm.
And so when you're having to put in pipes, you're having to go pretty good distance sometimes to extend some of those pipes. You've got to get water supplies. Some of them can come in districts. I think they have some Zorn wells coming online to take some of it. Sometimes you may have to go get it from, I think they've got CRWA, they're in that, getting water from CRWA. There was there's a desalinization plant being built down in Portland along the coast. And when it's finally completed, it's supposed to generate something like 500 million gallons a day. And, you know, there's a potential to tap into that as a water supply, but the water supplies are getting, you know, fewer and far between. And, you know, fortunately, we had rain. You got some Canyon Lake water back, but Medina was down to nothing.
Medina
Beeville
stays
declared
down.
Water emergency about like a month ago, while they were fixing to run out of water. I think they used, I want to say they used Chuck Canyon, and they were down like 2%. Like Corpus Christi, way down. So it's getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
They're no longer lakes right now.
What?
They're no longer lakes right now.
Yeah, they're just
Puddles.
rivers.
Just the pond of Corpus Christi. So
Yeah.
So you're asking for people to contact who to do what? Support this?
Well, just people, I just hopefully, I just want to put it out there for understanding that
Thank you.
we need that, Crystal Clear needs that, the customers of Crystal Clear need that impact fee. We don't want to have to pay for the data centers. They're coming no matter what happens.
And
We don't want to have to pay for the $2,700 or $2,700 additional hookups. And that's what you know, they're gonna wind up doing, so.
So a warning that we could go under another company with a higher rate, a bigger corporate.
Maybe,
Yes.
you know.
As well as information.
I tend to favor private companies' pricing on the open market more favorable to me than a governmental or
Well,
pseudo-governmental.
the problem is it's not an open market.
I was gonna say, it's
Yeah.
not really an open
Yeah.
market.
Yeah, if it was a pure open market, I think they tried it with electricity in some places,
Mhm.
you know, where you can buy different places. If we could do that with water. that-
Yeah.
They do
that
in,
may
they
be
do
good.
in Aransas County.
But
Yeah, you can pick your water company and your electric company.
but around here, it's, you know, it's pretty set.
Yeah.
I don't know how the legislature in the past has been really slow to work on the water issues. Only the last couple of legislative sessions have they
All right.
really started to look into this stuff. And hopefully we'll get some traction on it.
Well,
Okay.
thank you. We,
Yes,
you
sir.
know, hear a lot, you know, and a lot is posted out there and a lot is talked about, but it's not often we get like the facts from, yeah, unless you're going to the,
I used to work for sheriff's department, you know, I'd show up at a call and somebody would tell me something, and then you go to the next person, well, they tell you something totally
Yeah.
different.
exactly,
Everybody has kind of a bias that they present.
right.
And, so you really gotta, especially in politics,
Yeah.
you really gotta go out there and dig to find out the bottom line truth instead of everybody's opinions.
Right,
What the bottom line truth is.
right.
And this-
Well, we're not politicians. Politicians get paid.
We're politicians.
Yeah.
Thank you, Greg.
Well, I'd like to talk about that too. Am I allowed?
Yes, sir. Oh, are you, Mr. Snipes, have you,
Yeah.
okay,
finished?
all right, thank you.
And feel free to interject in my conversation if you think I'm wrong on a point or something. To begin
And you
with,
are Mr. Benavides, and
yes.
you are on a board member
Yes, that's the
with
first thing I
Crystal
want to
Clear.
clarify. Mr. Snipes is also on the board.
Okay,
He's a board member. He didn't mention it, perhaps an oversight, but obviously there's a vested interest there in getting that application or that impact fee approved.
What vested interest?
You want the fee, you're on the board.
I make no money off of it. What's
Oh,
my
neither
vested
do I,
interest?
and I'm fighting it. When he refers to that one individual, that's me. I'm the guy fighting it. One individual that's fighting it. Now, he also mentions that Crystal Clear hired these professionals that went ahead and did their studies. They submitted their data. TSEC vetted the data. TSEC approved the data. But you might have seen this in some video that was posted out there, a hit piece, full of disinformation. These professionals that did this study and that TSEC vetted, I have there a copy of a paper that they filed saying, whoops, we made a mistake. That study was submitted, that was not it, that was not the correct one. We submitted an old study. You are familiar with this, right?
What's that?
The filing they made, where they said, whoops, that data we submitted was old. You're not familiar with that? Okay. Well, I got a copy there for you, you can get it. So the data that they submitted and that TSEC allegedly approved, Crystal Clear itself admitted, no, we submitted the wrong data. The only reason they admitted it is because I was gonna hire expert witnesses to go through it and verify this data. If you go to the recording of last meeting, I said, if the numbers add
the last Crystal Clear?
Yes,
meeting?
no,
Uh-huh.
last meeting here.
Oh,
Or
here?
second to the last perhaps.
It was the
I
next
said,
class.
if the numbers add up, I got no problem with it, but I need to see these numbers, I need to verify these numbers add up. When Crystal Clear and Wilden Financial Services and so forth said, oh boy, they're really gonna look at them, they're actually gonna pay attention to them. They come in, they say, oh, no, I'm sorry, the paper we submitted, that was wrong. Here's the correct paper. That was maybe 7 months after the fact. 7 months after the fact. They say, oh, this is the correct study, not the one we submitted. I'm fighting them now on that, saying, hey, you submitted an application, you said this is our data, this is what supports the numbers, this is what it validates us asking for 5168. Then they turn around and say, no, actually that's data we submitted, that only supports 2,600 and change. Here's the new data. I don't know that data wasn't composed along the way to fit the narrative now.
Well, if the correct data, could the correct data come out to be even more?
It could,
Yeah.
and it's never been a question
They use all
of the data. It's been about justifying this fee. And that has always been the crux of the matter. I said, let's look at these numbers, let's go ahead and verify this, and that's why we went to the administrative hearings. Now, along the way on the SOA hearings, I submitted a lot of questions to the board members. For example, Regina Franke, Mike Cox, which was a former president, saying, hey guys, do you have any vested interest on these companies that are gonna be doing these capital improvement plans? Are you getting going on to chairmanship? Have you been promised anything? Not one question was answered. They hid behind their lawyers, through a lot of legalese, not one question was answered. Every question they asked me on their questionnaires, every production request, I gave it to them. Not one of my questions has been answered from Crystal Clear's Regina Franke, Mike Cox, and Alan Pooley. Not one. That also tells me a lot. Now, to address a couple of other things that Director Snipes mentioned. He says, if we don't go ahead and up this fee, we're not gonna be able to provide water. Well, what happens now? Right now, if there's a fella out there and he wants water, they'll quote him $50,000, $80,000 to run water out there. You want the water, you gotta pay. So when
There are
they
people
say-
that get quotes over $100,000
Yes.
because there's no
There's no infrastructure
line.
in place.
Right,
Yes.
exactly.
Correct. So when he says, if we don't have this, we're not gonna be able to provide water. No, they can. If you're willing to pay the price, they'll go ahead and provide it. If you're willing to go ahead and pay. He also mentions the data centers, and goodness gracious, that's fear mongering deluxe. If a data center would come in, it's kind of like a mixed blessing, because these fellas generally don't care about money. If they need a 20-inch pipe of water put in there, they'll pay for it. And in the
We've
process,
heard nothing
everybody
good
else
about
gets
data
better.
centers.
Yeah, I agree. with you.
I've never heard anybody say anything
But if
good
they, but if
about
they want
data
water,
centers.
they'll pay whatever it costs.
They will pay. Money's not an issue to them, so there is
Right.
it's a mixed blessing, like I call it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but data centers are not gonna break Crystal Clear. Data centers are gonna bring money to Crystal Clear. That's what they're gonna do. Let's see, what else did he mention? We talked about the professionals. You have to pay more for water?
Not if I can help it. The board has a vote on the rate increases. And like I mentioned at the last meeting, the board's starting to wake up. The board used to be very sleepy, kind of just go along with what everybody said. There's so many things that have changed for the better. There's been a lot of friction and so forth, but it has changed. The board is no longer going along just with whatever spoon fed to it. The board is actually verifying this information, checking this information. They're actually doing their job about servicing their customers. That, like you said, we don't get paid for this, so we got no money to make out of this, just do what's right. One thing he said, oh, look at Maxwell's impact fee, look at Green Valley's impact fee, look at this, at the other. Cool, let's look at their average water bill. New Braunfels, average water bill, $38.10. Austin, 41.71. We got City of Schertz, average bill, $45.86. City of Garden Ridge, $52.10. City of Buda, $53.15. Green Valley, $56.68. That sound like your bills?
Nope.
Sound like my bill.
Ain't none.
Spring Hills, average bill, $67.53. That's the average water bill. Cibolo, $70.46. Then we got Crystal Clear way out here at $130.16. That's the average water bill.
Yeah, if I don't even turn on the water,
Yes.
which on some of my meters, I don't turn on, and it's $89.74.
$89.74, yeah, that's exactly what I pay too, without using a single drop of water. That's what I pay, so, yeah, their impact fees might be higher, but goodness, their water's a lot cheaper.
I lived in Austin, my water is less than half of what it was in Austin.
Well, we had people at the
Are you-
last board meeting who were talking about paying more for water than electricity.
Yeah, I
More for
pay.
water.
Why don't we just give the water away?
Well, what is the next step in this
And the impact
process that, that,
There'll be a hearing, correct.
there's a hearing?
Can you
There is
guys,
a hearing in October,
what, do you know the date?
23rd, I believe,
at, at,
at the State Office of Administrative Hearings. I should have the docket number here. Give me one second. You can actually look
I can-
this up
yeah.
online and actually read all the motions that have been filed, read the answers from the board members that have refused to answer, et cetera. Bear with me, I got that data here.
and so in a hearing of this kind, are all the answers going to be nailed down and heard?
No,
Or
the
what
hearing
what is the purpose of
the purpose
this
of
hearing?
Hearing is to weigh the merits of the case.
Okay.
Just, okay, we've got.
Of the case of increasing the impact fee, or the case
the
of?
case- Well, the hearing is, they say, okay, Joseph disputed this, let's go
Uh-huh.
ahead and look at it. I bring in my experts, I bring in my witnesses, they bring theirs,
Mm-hmm.
the judge evaluates it, and then from there, it moves forward for the judge to make a decision. That's,
Mm-hmm. Well,
she won't make a decision right then and there, but she's gonna weigh the merits
Yeah.
of the case.
Well, one question back to Mr. Snipes. I don't mean to argue all of Crystal Clear's things while we're in here, but one question: does the impact fee, whether it increases or decreases or stays the same or increases to a different amount, how does that impact a monthly bill?
But it'll eventually raise the monthly bill.
It will eventually raise the monthly bill.
Because usually, you have to borrow to bill, and
Mhm.
so the cost to repay that borrowing will probably wind up as part of, I think we have a debt fee, and so it'll actually increase the base water bill,
Mhm.
not the utilization on top. It
Mhm.
increases that base water bill,
Yeah,
is where it's gonna wind up.
yeah, yeah, there is that base
So
in there.
we did everybody. So whatever we have to increase it for to make sure that we're paying those debts, we'll have to do that.
So this state office of administration, is it in Austin?
It's
Is
in
it?
Austin, yes, you can't find it online.
There's probably parking around it, so.
And let me get you that docket number, so that way.
Probably downtown.
Yeah.
Probably downtown.
Oh, is that where this hearing
I
is?
think there's a couple
Mhm.
of different places.
We can actually log in online via Zoom. Okay, the SOA docket number is 582-25-13425.
Okay.
That's the SOA docket number.
Will you repeat that, please?
Certainly, 582-25-13425.
Thank you.
Now, Crystal Clear's attorneys have filed to go ahead and put in the new study, the corrected, the right study. I'm arguing that no, they submitted that application with that information. Some bureaucrat somewhere said, oh yeah, this information looks good, yeah, let's approve it. And obviously it was not. It was not. It literally, Crystal Clear filed a motion saying, we messed up. We dropped in the wrong study that only supports 2,600, which was my point of contention from the very beginning. I said, I want to see these numbers. I want to verify that they support this impact fee. And they didn't. They did not, period. By Crystal Clear's own admission, it did not.
That wasn't what you filed in your protest.
Do tell. What was it that I filed?
You filed in your protest that growth was gonna slow down and that.
No.
And that, it would affect current customers to add meters.
It would definitely affect current
That's what was
customers.
in your TCEQ
I've never
file.
said that we're gonna slow growth. You're wrong on that. But I did say that it's gonna affect current customers because they keep saying future development. What they really mean is any new meters. So if you got some acreage, you wanna put another meter, there's your increased impact fee. If you wanna put a meter for your son on your own acreage, there you go. New development sounds like a new subdivision coming in or a new data center. No, it means any new meters, period. Residential, commercial, industrial, whatever,
For
that's
your
what new
animals,
development means.
For a house.
Yes.
Regardless, and each one is supposed to
Yeah.
be separate under the rules.
Yeah. And the way Crystal Clear went about giving this announcement, they inserted in to the bill, they actually requested permission from TSEC to say, hey, instead of sending one specific paper to each of our customers saying, we want to increase this impact fee, if you want to protest it, fill out this form, why don't we just get allowed to include it in the bill? Which is what they did, which is the exact same thing they did with the CSI. You remember that fiasco? You're
Oh, yeah,
familiar with CSI?
yeah, we're all familiar with
We're
this.
still, we're still going through
Yeah,
that.
same thing. They didn't send one notice, they just kind of threw it in there in the bill with the, to me, that's very sneaky.
Yeah.
Send out a form saying, hey, guys, we want you to pay for these CSIs. And then first they said, oh, it was TSEC forcing their hand. That's why they were doing it. It was not TSEC. So many people call TSEC, we're on a first-name basis with TSEC now. Second, they said.
And
oh,
for
it's-
people who don't know, TSEC is TCEQ, which is Texas
Yeah, Texas Commission on
Commission on Environmental
Correct.
Quality, yeah.
Correct. After that, they said, oh, no, it's our rules that are requiring us to do that. And sure enough, I looked at the rules, and the rules said that prior to providing water service, we required a CSI. Prior.
The CSI is required by state law.
Yes, I agree with you.
Prior to
Yep.
water
Right.
service.
So it's
Yeah, I
required.
Yep.
contacted TSEC headquarters and I contacted TSEC on my regional guy. Both said, yeah, they're allowed to do that, but it's kind of like an HOA saying the state of Texas and this OHA require you to, do this. So it's not like they were requiring this, saying, okay, Crystal Clear, you need to do this.
While we're on the subject and y'all are both here, it says that the CSI has to be done before service is provided, and after it's done, Crystal Clear maintains that record for 10 years. That's the requirement. After 10 years,
I think it's longer than that.
Well, it's a minimum of 10. After that, the law doesn't say.
but after
what-
that, it doesn't say, but it says that's the
Yeah, I have
minimum
one from
requirement.
1998
So
that
what happens
says they
after
say
10
it's okay.
years?
Well, I think the hope is that if there's any changes, because people are required under the
Yeah.
law, if there's changes,
Uh-huh.
that you contact people and, or contact for new inspection.
Mhm.
And that's not being done.
Well, that's,
Yeah.
We've already found problems in, several, when they've done the CSIs. they've
Yeah.
And I was,
failed.
I was talking with someone the other day that's on up in Canyon, so completely system up there, and they also went through the CSI. It's a water company that has changed hands several times, but yeah, they also went through the CSI.
Yeah.
process.
Nobody disputes that a CSI is required. There's no
Yeah.
dispute there.
Yeah.
That's how Crystal Clear went about
It's
it.
not.
Yeah, it's caused a lot of disinformation, misinformation, yeah, in our area for sure, I can imagine,
And frankly,
yeah.
I think the real reason that that Crystal Clear wants these CSIs is, oh, look, they're running a host of that structure over there. Oh, that requires another meter. There you go, another impact fee, another water acquisition fee, another installation fee, another meter fee.
What
Well,
does it
they've-
cost to install a meter now? Just a
Actually,
regular meter?
actually, the CSIs are required to prevent people from dying from.
Understand that, but the question asked, excuse me, the question asked, what does it cost to get a new meter? Because Crystal Clear has failed to inform the people that they have to have
Yeah.
that new meter under
Yeah.
TCEQ guidelines. I
I think
got one
it's-
under that guideline, and yes, it was reasonable for me, but that's years ago.
Yeah.
Currently,
Um,
what does it cost to get a meter hooked up on Crystal Clear, other
It's
than the
like-
270 asked for that you can't supply?
It's like 1,500, I think.
No, I literally have a water line going through my property.
Huh?
I called Crystal Clear and I said, hey, I want to put a meter. We don't need to bore anything. We don't need to do anything. It's literally 3 feet inside my property.
Uh-huh.
I said, well, we were up to $12,000. And they said, well, you need to do the study, this, that, the other, and then afterwards we'll tell you what's next.
I think the last one I got was
$12,000.
like
I
1,500.
mean, it's right here. The water line is literally 3 feet under there. How in the world are we coming up with 12,000? And hopefully I'll get an answer soon on that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I-
Yeah, I'm not
I have
sure.
filed for the permits and so forth. And let's see what the total bill is gonna be. When the line is literally 3 feet underground, no boring, no nothing, and we're up over 12.
Well,
A simple question, and it's not my place to say, but could we move on to some other public comments?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We had,
Absolutely. Thank you for your
We're-
It's a
time.
different issue.
okay,
Thank
so,
you,
but
Dennis.
we do have it, that we can find it, given the docket number, and the hearing is in October. So anybody that, it's in a lot of people's interest around here, so it's definitely a topic of conversation, to say the least, in the area. So thank you both
So
for
where can a
bringing
person
in,
look up this docket number and see this information?
probably TCEQ,
Appreciate it, really do.
probably
Do I have
TCEQ,
to go to the first day?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we will, any further
was- yeah.
public comments? Yes, sir.
My name is Raymond Kaiser. So,
Raymond Kaiser,
the
yes,
rest
sir.
of us new faces that you see tonight.
Yes, sir.
We're outside right now, but, so we live in the woods of Kingsbury.
In the woods.
1104, you go down Rocky Lane, and we're.
Yeah, I know where Rocky is. Uh-huh.
The issue we have is the road, Rocky Lane, coming into us is eroding. It's on the verge
Yeah.
of Katy.
Well, Billy R goes into Rocky, or,
No, Rocky Lane goes into Billy.
but Rocky goes into Billy R, okay.
Rocky is
Yeah, and Rocky,
Entrance in and out.
right, and Rocky is in the Kingsbury city limits.
Yes.
Billy R is not.
Okay.
And then there's
We
Viewpoint,
actually contacted the county commissioner because we're trying to get it fixed. We thought it was, Guadalupe County.
no, it's in the Kingsbury, yeah, it's in the Kingsbury city limits.
So the issue we have is there's a culvert that runs under the road right there to drain from one side to the other. And I don't know if the culvert is caved or it's plugged up or what, but it is now eroding. all
We
the
had a
road.
sinkhole in a culvert
Yeah.
on Jackson.
That's what we're fixing
What was
to
it,
have
last
over
year?
there.
Okay,
So
yeah,
we
we
need to
want to get it
send
to it
somebody out.
before it's a sinkhole, yes. Because what we had on Jackson Road, it literally was a hole that opened up, the pavement opened up into a hole. And what it was, yeah, some kind of, it had leaked around the round culvert and caused it to erode up underneath. And so that void under there is what opened up, so.
and your guy fixed that?
Yeah,
one?
we
So-
have some people
Our
that
issue
can
is
take a look in
our
that.
road is shrinking as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
Every time it rains because there's no place for it to go, so it's washing the base out. of
Yeah,
the asphalt.
so it's getting more
Okay.
expensive to fix by
other
the
problem
day,
we have is
by the rain.
About 70% of the people that live back there are disabled people,
Yeah,
and they require medical treatment.
Still
Yeah,
watching the others.
and none of them are
In and out.
Kingsbury
That
City,
road
yeah.
collapses, we can't get emergency services, we're either stuck in or we're stuck out.
yeah. So it's, you say the road is compacting due to
Due to
just the
erosion.
erosion on the
Washing away.
edges?
Or possibly.
When it
some
rains,
extent
the culvert's not flowing
Yeah.
through, it's coming up to the top and,
Yes, sir, we can,
on one,
The asphalt.
yeah, I mean, very few people go down Rocky
well,
But
that
the
don't
people that
live
need it.
on, was it Stillwater
Yes,
and
that's the other one down.
Stillwater and View,
Stillwater and View Lane.
View Lane? and then Billy R. And so very few of us ever go down that way unless you live back there.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we
I'm
don't
sorry.
necessarily see that unless you bring it to our attention. So this is good.
Yeah.
This is
and-
very good. So
Also like all the trees and stuff.
I've
You can't get two vehicles
we have
on
had
that road.
we have had those trees trimmed in the
But it's
past,
been
but it's
raining
been
so
a
much.
long time. And then of course with all the rain. So
6 or 8 hours cutting trees out there one day.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
you can't, if somebody's coming, you cannot pass.
We'll,
All right.
we'll definitely put this, we'll definitely get somebody to take a look at this. I may drive down there myself and take a look and
I
see
will
because,
tell you, just as, I'm a resident of Kingsbury, but I live on the other side of I-10 off 1104. I back up to the Bakers. And with all of the garbage trucks now that come up
Yeah.
that road and the FedEx and Prime, Amazon Prime, we have, but we're not covered by Kingsbury because we're not within your city.
part of 1104 is.
So we have a
Down-
sinkhole with all this rain, we have the same thing.
Mm.
And, so that it's unfortunate because my husband was out there trying to fix it, and like you said, we had a tree fall over, but a lot of it is the rain, and with people traveling, it's not
The
substantial.
negligence of the county and the state, considering we're talking about. state
Yeah, that may
highway.
be,
What
but
road
we
is
can
it? What
actually
road is
get
it
the
actually
county
on?
to take a
Well,
look
we're
at that.
private road, and so
Yeah,
we
theirs
Oh.
is private, but it's off of 1104 down,
Yeah.
on the way.
Not-
over.
It's not on 1104?
Yeah.
We're
It's-
off
it's-
1104.
Okay.
If it's,
So is Rocky Lane off 1104.
yeah,
So Rocky Lane is an asphalted road, it's a public road.
Yeah, ours is
Yeah.
gravel.
Once you get past Rocky, then.
What's the name of the private road, if you don't mind?
Indian Springs.
Indian
Drive.
Springs?
in spring.
But it's,
Okay.
it's gravel, and I understand what you're saying, because my husband, the first chief in there, he has spent hours, well, the whole
Yeah.
time he lived there. But I understand, because we had to try to get, a vehicle down there for emergency, and we could not, so
And
I
I'm just
get
saying,
it.
I work on all the gravel roads out there. Me and my other neighbor pretty much tried to maintain most of that.
Yeah, yeah, because that's all private,
But we're
yeah.
in the process of turning that over to Guadalupe County, so they'll come in and asphalt it. and maintain it.
Because they actually did at least have a sign at one point, I don't know if it's still there, it says county
County
maintenance
maintenance
ends at
ends.
this point,
Mhm.
you know, right there at Billy R. Yeah. Okay, thank you
So
for
y'all-
bringing it to our
y'all
attention, because,
petitioned
yeah, we did not
Guadalupe
know.
County to, take over maintenance on it?
We're in the process of that right now.
Okay.
We have to get 100% of residents in the area,
Yeah.
property owners,
Mhm.
to give up the easement. And once they give up the easement, then Guadalupe County will come in,
Okay.
they will asphalt and maintain the road.
But you have to get on the list.
Yeah.
It used to be 50%, now it's 100%, but we were the next road to be done, but the county and the state got grants, so all the small jobs, we were removed from the list, and we had to start over.
Election year! Y'all have to ask in an election year, it's the only way it works.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, all this stuff I love to hear, but I've lived with it, just as you have, for years.
She's actually been very, very, very helpful.
Who has?
County Commissioner.
Yeah, Jackie, yeah, good.
No,
Oh, good.
cool.
All right, thank you. Any,
Yeah, if we can,
yeah, we can have somebody look, like I said, unless you live down there, you don't have a whole lot of opportunity to go down Rocky R, so, or Billy R, or Rocky and Billy R,
So
so,
even though
yeah,
you're not
don't,
Kingsbury residents, thank you for being here.
No, they are.
Yeah.
And we're responsible for the road, so we're gonna
No, no.
send somebody down. We have a guy
Wait.
who's been
Did
down
you
there, but it's been
misunderstand, or
years.
did I misunderstand? They actually live on one of those private roads.
they
Is
look,
that in
they,
the city of Kingsbury?
no, it's not.
But the
Thank
road
you.
is. The
I am-
road is our
But the
responsibility.
road, Rocky,
into us, it's.
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
the road, Rocky, is in the Kingsbury city limits, and
Thank
we
you.
have done maintenance on it in the past.
This
We
is
will
the
do
same
maintenance.
issue we're
on it.
dealing with Crystal Clear. Quit trying to push it to somebody else and not make those responsible in the past to take care of their responsibility.
Okay, we're taking care of our
Not,
responsibilities.
not you. Thank you.
Okay,
You have to listen carefully.
all right,
All right.
all right, we've got it. Thank you. Any other,
No, that's-
Okay.
That was our issue.
that's,
Yeah.
thank you for bringing it. Did you have,
Thank you all for listening to us.
you're with
Yeah.
him. I'm
And
with this
Norman,
guy.
All the new faces were We're
That
all-
is-
Regarding,
Okay,
okay,
cool.
good. Thank you for coming out and bringing this to our attention.
Yeah, sorry, because we had dealt with that road, I think, years ago.
It's been years.
And
Yeah.
then, you know, we haven't
Just
heard
mowing
anything,
and
so
tree trimming, because as the trees grows, it does go down to one lane because of the trees.
Try to take care of all that, but it's,
Yeah.
Yeah, the asphalt, that's a whole different, yeah, ball of wax right there.
I don't know.
Yeah, we've done several, you know,
Wait a minute, you don't have a HR.
repairs on some of our roads, so.
Even better.
All right, any further public comments or discussions? This was good. All right, item number 3, review of public documents. Area residents need help with ETJ annexation or other paperwork being presented now. I do have a petition for annexation from some property owners on Prairie Road.
Are they
Kind
the
of-
ones that you mentioned last time?
No.
That was over on 1104.
No, this is on Prairie Road that have requested annexation. They are eligible for annexation. The only question that we may have is that because it is across the road from city limits, we would then own another stretch of road, which we, potentially, it's not much of a stretch of road. It's less than 100 yards, I think, of road.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
It's a piece of Prairie Lee then?
Yeah, and there are city limits on one side of the road by these being, if you're going it's the north side of Prairie Road.
I wonder if the county would
Our
actually-
city limits are on the south side of Prairie Road, so then the way the laws are, by having the city limits on both sides of the road, we would then maintain the road.
The Kingsbury property and their property do overlap. Temporarily. They don't meet at the corner.
No, they do
They-
have
they
some overlap,
overlap.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
It's
If-
not,
if
it's
a
not a huge,
pothole,
stretch. It's
we'll
not a
fill it.
mile of road or
It's-
anything. It's just
It's gonna happen.
okay.
And plus, I doubt the
All right,
county's gonna be
so-
like, that
No,
one
I don't-
stretch.
I don't
Don't do anything on
Wouldn't
that
expect it
20
not
feet.
to
Well,
be.
I wanted
would do it.
to, I wanted to
No,
make
that's
sure,
yours.
yeah, that we had this discussion and then we'll go ahead and get the paperwork received and everything. Just in case there was any kind of concern, about that. So we'll go ahead and get that one going, and then so next, we'll probably have a couple of public hearings. We can have a public hearing for that, and then we'll have our budget, so.
Okay. We'll have
All
a
right.
public hearing for this annexation next month.
Yeah, if we've, yeah, we
I
should.
still need to make that announcement anyway, so, yeah, great.
Okay.
Getting the public hearing for the budget.
Oh, yeah. Well, we have budget on here, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, item number 4, old business consent agenda item. We're just now getting to consent agenda. And this was approval of the June 25th, 2025 regular city commission meeting minutes. That's the only thing on the consent agenda. Anything there that needs to be moved to the regular agenda?
Not here.
All right, so these will stand approved. Item number 5, discuss and consider Kingsbury VFD annual barbecue, Saturday, July 26th. So we discuss and consider, we need to nail down which officials are working, which is the largest annual fundraiser in the Kingsbury Volunteer Fire Department. Any community members interested in volunteering or donating to the auction, let Shirley Nolan know. I'm volunteer coordinator for the KVFD Auxiliary. My phone number is 830-491-8863.
Well, maybe we should write down these things that.
Yeah, let's-
So he
Hammer
said,
that
yeah,
out
so one
so we
is
know.
Allison.
I can do, I'll do 5 to 6:30.
Well, he
No,
says the only ones
he
he
wants
needs right now are
6:30 to
6, the X.
Oh.
So the 6:30 to
Okay.
7:30, so we
Well, I'll
need
do
2 people
6:30.
there. So I think it's,
I thought you wanted.
And number 2, will you write my name, please?
5:30. I guess he must have, I called him the other day.
I guess it's just,
Is this for the meal tickets?
yes.
So this is for the actual barbecue.
Yeah, for
The meal
selling the
ticket.
tickets out front.
But, yeah.
Because I've got, we have the sheriff coming, we have Jackie Ott.
Yeah.
We have the constable.
Right.
coming.
They've asked us already,
They
like
asked us
several weeks ago,
do
to
one table?
to
One
have a
table
couple of people.
Or 2 seats.
David was just in here
Yeah.
to say these specific times, who are you going to have?
Okay,
Yeah.
6:30 to
Right, I understand
7:30.
that, But I'm just confused because it was my understanding at the business meeting that we had all the slots full with the sheriff, the constables, the,
I don't know, this is what David drew up there
Yeah.
just a few minutes ago,
Yeah,
so.
names, not, because
Yeah.
we already, the city of Kingsbury guaranteed 2 people, but they didn't give names. He wanted the names,
Yeah.
is my understanding.
Yeah, so,
Well, if you guys need to boot us to the curb for more famous politicians, you can look into your inner heart and then just kick us out. Me and Frank will just go.
Shane are doing the raffle table, that's why I'm concerned.
No,
no.
Shane's doing the raffle table, and I said I would help
while
him
you're there.
when I'm not doing this thing.
Janet
That's
was
what they
concerned
want,
because
that's
she
fine.
talked,
That's the only
she left a
part
message
you
from
can
Kathy
do.
Mellon through some
Yeah.
other lady
Handling.
that she wanted to serve food, and they said, okay, but she hadn't heard anything back. She's
okay, well,
kinda
yeah,
worried.
Kathy has dropped off her, sheets, her
Okay.
call lists,
You have that?
at the store, which I did not get a
All right.
chance to pick up, so I'll
it's
pick
all
those
under
up, and there's
control.
one other person that I'm getting, so,
All under control.
yeah, it's under control.
Thank you.
Yes, it's under control.
Well, since the city clerk wasn't volunteering for something, Shane does need help at the raffle booth.
Okay.
He's there from
Tyler
5
and
to
I
9.
both want to
and-
volunteer
Oh,
in some
raffle
capacity.
booth is fun and it's in the AC.
Yeah,
Yeah, the raffle table is in the AC.
So you'll be sitting probably up here.
Right here.
Yeah.
Selling raffle tickets, and we also are selling fire blankets this year. So it's, you sit there at the table and the air conditioned, and it's pretty relaxed.
People come up and
Yeah.
chit chat.
You don't just sit there, you hawk those tickets. You build up, you make people want to win that.
Yeah, so maybe you and Tyler just text Shane and you can coordinate with him, because he's already, like, they've told him he has to deal with it, so I think he's from.
yeah,
nine-
that was one of
not
my
5 to
questions, if
9.
I had
To line volunteers for that, but
they would
I
say
don't know
no.
what,
The raffle tickets.
Well,
So
he's
can you
gonna have-
give some of it away?
he's gonna
Is
give it
that
away,
what-
so yeah, I
okay.
think Ryan's agreed to do it, and then if you guys do it, then, yeah.
Because the
That's
raffle
like a
ticket
2-hour
sales
slot.
start early in the
Okay,
day.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They start early in the day.
so yeah,
Right.
just get with,
Yeah.
who's it, Shane?
Like 4?
Shane,
Yeah.
get with Shane, and
4:30.
he'll line you
12
up.
or 1.
Oh, 12 or 1, they start selling raffle tickets at the, here?
Maybe somebody else is
Yes.
doing the raffle until 5.
Yes.
He was told 5 to 9, I think. Or did he say, or was it 2 to? I'll text him right now. Anyway, get with him.
Okay.
He needs volunteers.
When things are
It's
done.
all on Shirley's shoulders, she'll handle it.
Oh, no, Shirley doesn't line up the raffle ticket, people.
The amount
Oh,
of-
okay, I'm sorry.
Compared to last
That's Shane's headache.
year, we've reduced it 20%.
No, we've had a very, we've had
Wow.
an excellent outpouring of people, wanting to
Yep.
help volunteer, so it's awesome.
Great.
Let's see, item number 6, discuss and consider City of Kingsbury audit update. I'm sorry it took so long to get to you, Bonnie, thank you for your patience.
Yeah, that was quite the announcement section. wasn't it?
Yeah.
Who knew?
So
All
discuss
kinds
it.
of important information.
Discuss and consider, the Bonnie Dvorak will present her completed city audit of the 2023/2024 fiscal year, which was our last completed year. We're currently in an open fiscal year. You have it, Bonnie.
Right, excellent. She said to come up there because the microphone said.
Ah, yeah, microphone will probably catch you better.
Okay, you're fine. You just wanted to-
You sit right there, I'm gonna sit across. I've never been on this.
So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Bonnie Dvorak. I'm a Kingsbury resident of over 12 years, 13 years. I am involved in the fire department. I'm the treasurer and the secretary here. And I was approached in March to see if I was interested in doing the audit and for the city of Kingsbury, and I said yes, I would be happy to do that. So what I have here is the city of Kingsbury, Texas, the audit for the fiscal year of October 1st, 2023 to September 30th, 2024. And I have a copy for the city, and then I have a copy for myself. So on the appendix, I have a letter of intent, and that was where we talked about me doing the audit. Cover letter and audit report, and then you will also receive copies of the City of Kingsbury checking account report and copies of Broadway Bank transaction and statements report. And that is the paperwork that I used to do the audit. So I want y'all to have the same thing that I had that I was able to use for the audit. The only items that are not included will be all the receipts and invoices that were provided to me during the audit,
but I did not request 175 receipts or invoices. I looked at the items, but I did not ask for copies of all of them. So if there's any question, then that would come from the city of Kingsbury on the receipts and invoices.
We did have, at least one separate meeting where Jessica and the city clerk and I were able, when you would pull something up.
That's what I'm saying. You
and we were able
provided
to
it.
show
Yes.
the electronic.
Yes.
This is for the website. Yes.
Right.
This is for our emails. This
Right.
is for.
So I was provided the information, but I didn't ask for separate
Yeah, we didn't
copies.
print out
Right,
all
right.
those
So I was-
electronic
Exactly.
invoices. Yeah.
So the letter of intent, I had just wanted to provide that at the regular commission meeting of the City Commission of the City of Kingsbury held on Monday, March 17, 2025. I was approached by the commission to ask if I would be interested in performing an audit for the City of Kingsbury, Texas for the fiscal year of October 1st, 2023 through September 30th, 2024. I agreed to work on the audit with the understanding that I'm not a certified CPA or certified auditor. The payment I would receive for this job was agreed to by all parties for the amount of $500.00. I have my name, and then Shirley and Jessica will sign the paperwork, so we have it. And then here is the letterhead, City Commission of the City of Kingsbury, with the address and attention, Shirley Nolan, the mayor. To the City of Kingsbury, I would like to begin this correspondence by thanking the city for asking me to be a part of the audit for this amazing town that I am proud to say I am a resident of as well. I was approached by members of the City Commission of the City of Kingsbury to perform an audit with the understanding that I'm not a certified CPA, but explained that some of my work history included the completion of performing other audits in the past. I did inform them that I had worked for the IRS for approximately 15 years, and I understood what would be required to complete a concise audit. We reached an agreement that I would work on this audit, working closely with the city clerk and mayor, collecting the required information and paperwork, and would be paid in the amount of $500. During my audit, I was supplied with bank records, statements of reconciliation done by the city, and invoices and receipts to substantiate transactions that were made during the fiscal year of October 1st, 2023 through September 30th, 2024, which allowed me to review and validate said transactions. After careful examination, I found all the transactions to include expenditures, deposits, and transfers to correlate all items that were noted by the City of Kingsbury and checking account bank records through Broadway Bank with the support of said invoices and receipts that were mentioned above. I am confident that I was able to evaluate the legitimacy of all debits and credits while conducting this audit. It is with the good moral conscience that with the information that was provided to me, I was able to examine and confirm the comprehensive reports that the City Commission of the City of Kingsbury, Jessica Gardner holding the position of the City Clerk for Kingsbury, and Shirley Nolan holding the position of the Mayor of Kingsbury provided to me. They have all done their due diligence to be concise, honest, and thorough for the sake of the City of Kingsbury, and I was able to substantiate and complete this audit without the findings of any discrepancies. Again, I thank you for the opportunity that was given to me to perform this service for Kingsbury. Sincerely, Bonnie L. Dvorak. So during the audit, as I stated in the letter, there are absolutely no discrepancies that I could find for the fiscal year of 2023 to 2024 after reviewing all expenditures, debits, credits, deposits, any transactions that y'all have done for the City of Kingsbury.
And we did provide, yes, thank you. And we did provide, all, what was it? We don't have that many transactions, but we did, I would think it was 167
I think
or something.
176, something
76,
like
like that. Transactions that Bonnie poured through and pulled out and.
Every single one.
Yep. And so we're very thankful to you because it is a requirement to do an audit. However, we were not ready to spend the $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 plus, that was required to do some of these audits by CPA firms. And it's not required to have a CPA firm do these audits. So, someone got in touch with Bonnie, she was able to do it. Yeah. And we appreciate it. I'm glad that it got us a little bit more on the ball about making sure that when we get some receipt, because we actually receive very few in the way of receipts.
Right.
But they end up being, turned to white paper after a while, and yeah. And so it's got us more conscious of making sure that those kind of receipts, that we keep a scanned copy
Or a digital copy
of going forward.
Right.
We were
And I
a
did-
little
yes.
lax with those types of receipts, and that's not something we need to be doing like that.
Right, and I did give Shirley and Jessica just some pointers of what I think would be maybe better and simpler ways for y'all, and also better ways to keep. Like I told her with the
Right.
receipt, some of the receipts are difficult to read, and that's how we do it. For the fire department, we make copies and put it on the paper next to the original receipt. As they wear, you still have a copy. So, y'all did a great job, and we met, and so you will get a copy of all the paperwork that I have, and then we can sign it. Okay?
All right, at this point, should we make a motion to accept the audit results?
I move that we accept the results of this audit.
All
I
right.
second that motion.
All right, the motion has been made and seconded to approve the audit results. Is there any further discussion on audit? Yes, sir.
I do have a comment.
Yes, sir.
The attorney, having listened to Bonnie's recitation of the basis of her audit, I think that it sounds like she has conducted it in a very professional manner, and she has considered all of the transactions. A professional auditor does not, to my knowledge, have to see every ticket or receipt. They have to review enough of it to make sure that they can express an opinion that all of the transactions were legitimate, and Bonnie's audit seems to have been performed in that manner, and I think that is what the big CPA audit firms would have done exactly the same thing Bonnie did. So I think we owe her, she's done a good job. I would recommend that the commission accept that audit and accept our thanks from the city.
Sure, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, happy to do it.
All right, any other discussion on the motion?
No, the motion.
Okay, so all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed say no? All right, that motion
Is Bonnie.
carries, so.
I wasn't super enthusiastic about an audit. Yeah, okay. Your presentation, what you did, how you did it, I never thought I'd feel this way about an audit, but I feel good inside now. You did
Well,
a great
and I
job.
think the important factor is, it's not always to prove that you've done something wrong. The audit is something that you can say to the city of Kingsbury, we're doing things right. And that's what I would say to people when I've done the audits before. Don't look at it as that we're trying to find something wrong, but you can look at the residents of Kingsbury and say, look, we've had an audit and we are doing things right. And I think that's important. Let them know that you are doing things right, and that there are no discrepancies, and people can feel comfortable about what you're doing when it comes to the finances for the city of Kingsbury.
And you gave us some tips that where you can do it even
Right.
better.
Right, right.
Yes, thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Bonnie.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is this something we need to, like, make a resolution, or at least put out on the website, if you approve the audit results, or?
Put it on the website.
What's on the website?
Okay.
What is that? How can we put it, what do you want that
I
to
don't know.
look like?
We can, yeah, we can figure something out,
Okay.
yeah. Audit results.
And you'll get a copy of all the paperwork, Shirley?
Yes, great.
Oh, then
Thank you.
That will be available on our website to anybody who wants to look at it, or they have to ask?
Sure. No, I think we
why
can
not?
I
Wide
think
open.
we can put something out there
When we
that,
get their final,
yeah.
copy.
Once we get the,
yeah.
I don't think that it's absolutely necessary.
I don't think it's necessary, but I think it's,
Everything's paper, but I do think it's a good idea, and to do
do so, and it's supposed to be, the important thing, I think, from our standpoint is make sure that you keep every piece of paper in the files of the city of Kingsbury that were reviewed by the auditor, and you keep it with her report, and that's all we need to do.
Yeah, we can binder it up and,
Yeah.
Right. Let the public know that they can ask. You don't have to put
Okay,
it all
that's-
out there for them because
Yeah.
that's wasting
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
fine.
That's fine. Their reading time.
I just want to brag about it, and I want to set the bar for future commissions to say, hey, back then, they did it right, y'all can do it right too.
Amen.
You know, what I'm talking about is the minimum legal requirements. If y'all choose to do something higher and raise the bar to transparency or whatever, then that's fine and good. I'm just saying, I think you certainly meet the requirements as long as you've got a real professional audit. Just keep it there in case we ever need it.
perfect.
Thank you.
All right. Item number 7, discuss,
Real quick,
Yes.
David, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, she's clarifying, so the 5:30 to 6:30 is taken care of.
Okay,
Okay, that's gonna be our county officials, judge and sheriff or whatever. And I wanted at least 2 people from the city of Kingsbury
okay.
to help. Unless you have more than willing,
Do you need more?
I mean, we could fill a third and, a third and fourth slot on the 6:30 to 7:30. But we're gonna go down to one table at the 7:30 to.
Right, it's one table at 7:30.
Yeah, so if you have someone that, I kind of wanted to help, I can exposure.
I mean, Tyler and I want to volunteer, but we would like to volunteer wherever we're most needed, you know?
Yeah.
So if it.
If there's
I don't
room for
know.
4, then we could all sit. and you
I mean, if
guys
y'all
can
want
do
to
the raffle
provide
booth.
4, huh?
When do they start selling raffle
5:30. Oh, this is Mill.
Raffle.
But the raffle tickets, because Jessica had said she would possibly do raffle, don't they start that
Raffle
earlier?
tickets,
All day?
yeah.
Yeah, and is Shane conscripted? I know Sarah told him he had to do raffle from sometime to sometime, but I don't know if it was all day. It didn't sound like, maybe it was
Trying to
2,
keep it in slots.
maybe it was 2 to 9, is that, or 5 to 9? I don't know, anyway.
I know
Hey, if
it's,
you're out-
it's before 5, it's at least 2 o'clock.
Okay.
So that might be something for you.
Yeah, and being the volunteer coordinator, it would be hard for me to sit there because I'll be probably
Okay.
calling people like, why haven't you showed up? You're supposed to be serving beans. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that, and you guys can do raffle, and then if you want to also do this
So we'll
with
just-
us, you
we'll
can
just
do
do
that
one
too.
The one table.
One
I
table.
might sit the
Yeah.
raffle too.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
raffle's pretty easy and air conditioned.
Yeah.
Joan and I are serving.
Thank you.
Y'all are
We're
serving.
serving food.
You and Joan and Jeremy are all serving.
Oh,
I didn't think you let me out of service.
No, I'm not
that's
letting you
Shane.
out. I've already got you signed up. You're no escape.
Okay,
for
2
you.
to 9, yeah,
You're one of
Shane's
the phone calls
responsible
she's
for
gonna
2 to 9, so any help
I know what to do.
in that time.
Okay. All right.
They told him he has to find volunteers for the raffle.
Oh,
Yeah. Item number 7, discuss and consider new city hall renovation update and planning. Allison Heinemeyer.
Yes, we had a very exciting meeting at the
Workshop.
city, workshop, at the city hall. And, these are open to the public, so if you guys want to get involved with your city hall on an intimate level, you should come on down with, tools. I think what we decided at our meeting was the first thing we need to do before we can really get the at-large public down is to get the bathrooms running. So I think the next one, we're gonna go with anybody who wants to do plumbing. I volunteer myself, and I'm hoping Tyler will want to join in, and anybody with plumbing skills.
Are you talking about this coming Tuesday?
Is that when we're doing it? Yeah. I don't know. I've
If
got-
we do it every other week, then that means
Yeah.
next Tuesday.
Yeah.
This is for a workshop or work?
The work, right? Didn't we
The work.
decide we had to get the toilet running first?
Well,
First thing.
tomorrow is my first scheduled day to actually do something with that. I don't know how much
I
I
think
can
we
do,
can work
accomplish, but.
anytime,
Yeah.
Yeah.
if people can get the time to get, have some tools and have the time to do some work, they can do it anytime. The every other is the workshop,
As
where
opposed to-
we could probably
I mean,
do some work and
Review.
and
see
review
if
what's
we're
been done, what needs
Still
to be
where
done.
we're going the way we think we're gonna
So,
go.
yeah, you
Frank,
can,
were you planning on going over there and working on plumbing tomorrow?
Mm-hmm, that's, yeah.
Awesome.
Well, basically, I'm gonna pull that toilet out and, well, check the water shut off, make sure the water is shut off to the house. And,
yeah, we
if
do
there's
have a
any water
CSI
lines
variance
across,
right now.
They're gonna be opened up.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pull the toilet and move it out. I think the floor might need a little bit more support and probably a new connection. And then look at the pipe going to the septic tank itself.
Yeah.
And then water line hook up to the toilet again and to that sink.
The other thing I think we probably need to put on an agenda is just if we want to do a dumpster, I think we need to do a dumpster and.
Yeah,
and
I think we
constantly-
identified our top items as bathroom.
Mhm.
What was the
Bathroom.
second
Clean
one?
out.
Clean out.
Clean out, bathroom and clean out. Clean out
Getting out
includes,
everything.
includes a roll-off.
Carpet.
Yeah.
That's probably clean out.
Yeah, and so those were our basically top two, because you have to clean out before you can really do the inside
Yeah,
work.
we're good.
So,
Yeah.
and you need a bathroom so that you can.
Access, by any chance? Was that a number one?
Nope. There's this.
You mean ADA
It's a big
type?
step, but it's,
No, it doesn't have any,
it's a big step, but it's a step.
I'm not sure what he's talking.
anytime you have workers and volunteer workers present, you want to have a way for them to access.
There's a doorbell.
We will
whatever
be
kind of
there.
volunteer, even if it is an ADA, which. nice
We
on
will
the
be
posting-
there.
Nice on the posting, and thank you, there is a posting every other week, 48-hour notice, same thing for, thank you.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, for ADA. I
Yes,
mean,
ma'am.
I don't feel like we can guarantee ADA.
Not until it's renovated.
it's ready,
Yeah.
you know.
It's under
he's worried
construction.
about somebody that's working on there and not being able to make the step up to the porch.
Well, then maybe they.
Making the step
maybe-
off the
yeah,
porch.
We're volunteering our labor for this, so.
Yeah,
maybe
so-
it's,
I don't think we have to be ADA compliant while we're under
And I don't wanna be
construction.
an OSHA organization.
I would pretty much agree, even though it's not my place to say so, but having.
I don't think we
access
need to be-
For older people, which most of the people in this area are.
Well, they're not
and
gonna be
real steps
volunteering.
would be nice.
Would be.
Yeah, real steps would be nice. We'll get there.
We'll get
It's
there.
on the list. Can't do everything
Real quick.
at first.
Very well
Real quick on the
understood.
notice thing, on those TML updates, the legislative updates we get on the emails.
Uh-huh.
You read it, do you read those?
Not always, sometimes.
Okay, I don't either, but I did happen to read a few. And I guess it's in September when the law takes effect. We go from a 72-hour notice to a 3-day.
Is this a bill that has been signed by the governor?
My understanding, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that's something we need to check on. From 72 to what?
3 days. The meeting.
72 is 3 days.
72 is 3 days, right?
Yeah,
Right.
well, yeah, it is, but the 3 days is 3 business days.
Business
Oh.
days,
Weekends don't
172
count,
hours.
holidays don't count.
Yeah.
And
So that's definitely
it's
something to
it's not
check.
specific when the actual time of the day begins or ends, so that's kind of ambiguous there. But I'm going, well, if we have a meeting on Monday, Saturday and Sunday's out, so now you get a Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, Wednesday. So it's gonna be like maybe Tuesday evening, maybe, to post notice for these meetings.
And I will say that.
I think it's in
We
September.
did get an email from Seguin Gazette. Was it an email or a letter? I think it was an email. Saying that, there still is, there, we'll eventually go away from it, from having to post in a newspaper of record. However, currently, there still is a requirement for legal notices by a city to do postings in a newspaper of record, and the Seguin Gazette just wanted to inform us that they are still,
There's no other alternative.
yeah, well, it's
Yeah.
still that
Yeah.
they wanted to let us know that it is still a requirement to post in a newspaper, and that
Yes.
they are still,
They still
doing
qualify.
that.
You
So-
can also go to the San Antonio Express.
But they're
Express,
just,
letting you know
are
what they
they,
are. And thank you so much for
was
these
it kind of
non-agenda
about
items that are
they're
getting
trying to
public
phase
record.
the newspaper out?
I think there is certainly,
Thank you.
one day it will be phased out.
It's gonna work online,
Newspapers are just,
Electronic.
going more
Online
electronic,
notifications.
and so one day it will
Yeah.
the newspaper requirement will,
It
it may change to social media requirement or something, you know, at some point, but, so, yeah, anyway.
Okay.
Okay, so one question I had, so, in talking with, the illustrious Tyler White, he was saying, because I was wondering about, I would really like to paint the outside. I think the painting the outside can be done regardless of what we're doing on the inside.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and regardless of what's going on with plumbing and,
You know, I'll buy paint, and, you know, I think
white is kind of, I may make a decision, white.
You want to talk to Mr. Ruelas about that paint he was suggesting?
Yeah, Mr. Ruelas.
He promised us a gallon, but I didn't take the name.
He recommended this particular paint that, because when you look at the wood is very creased.
Yeah.
Has a lot of
Right,
long gaps in the wood because it's old wood, it's 100 years old. And he said there's this particular primer that's kind of what it's for. It's for filling in these gaps.
I mean,
I don't know if it's worth it
I
or
think
not,
it's probably
but
worth it.
yeah.
Absolutely. And I also think we probably need to power wash it. And
That's what I said. I have a power wash.
Okay.
That's what I was bringing up because I was like, I think scraping it is probably not good because there may be some not so good chemicals in that old paint.
And it's going to take forever. I think
Yeah.
if we all have power washers.
Yeah. So I
it'll
was
be a lot
going
easier.
to take a power washer and go at it and see what it.
And when do you
Do be aware that a power washer
No,
will
not
actually
before the
eat
barbecue.
wood.
I'm not gonna have
too
time.
busy to do anything this week.
Yeah.
Power washer will actually eat the wood. Yeah,
Oh,
it'll
really?
dissolve. It'll
So-
cut it.
oh,
It'll
well,
cut it to pieces.
Mr. White did say that
It
there
will.
are particular
Not our power washer.
nozzles
My
that
power
are
washer's not
for-
that strong,
Yeah,
believe
for
me.
there you
that.
go. Okay.
Yeah. So I
And
think.
we have a lot of the trim. It's going to have to be re-nailed. It's coming.
Yeah, and there's a lot of missing trim that's
Yeah.
like the front,
Mhm.
the porch
Yeah.
railing. There is no railing. It's chicken wire.
Shane says he thinks all the exterior trim on the windows needs to be dealt with. Some of it needs to come off the
Probably, yeah.
address and go back on, and there's a bit more prep work before you can just paint it, and I agree.
Oh,
We
yeah,
need to get all the
there's-
loose paint off of there with the power washer scrapers. You can't, I mean, you're gonna be, it's
I
gonna
can
look
at least
like crap
power
if you
wash
don't do it
and
properly.
see and
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
You know, there are definitely some window screens that are sitting around,
Yeah.
and then with the window units, they're sitting around because there's a window unit there. You can't put the screen.
Yeah, all
so,
the exterior.
Okay.
they
So,
can
but
be
yeah,
done.
I think at our first workshop, we did identify plumbing.
Plumbing is the
Number
first thing.
one.
Getting
Number
everything out of
two
there.
is clean out and look at roll-ups. Does anyone, did anyone volunteer, or should we take a volunteer to look into the roll-off pricings?
You know, I kind of said I would and I didn't, so let me do that.
Okay, so Allison,
Yeah.
so, yeah, I think we all talked about it, but I don't remember if
I
it
just
was,
forgot,
we had
yeah.
some person to head that up.
It was
Allison,
me.
roll-off.
Because I got a quote for a dumpster at some point, and I still have it in my email, so I just have to look through.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll probably know, but, I mean, because we got that one for our roof.
Oh,
but-
yeah, that's right.
But
Yeah.
I don't know, he's not here.
Yeah, I mean, we took like 4 to 6 roll-offs from the buildings downtown when we did that. It was just a lot of moldy shoes and stuff. And yeah, it was quite the, but I don't remember exactly what the pricing, what the terms were.
Yeah.
I remember it was, you had it for X number of days. If you wanted them to pick it up before then, they would. Otherwise, they pick it up on that day, and it's the same price whether they pick it up early or not, and they can bring another one.
Yeah, that's great.
I think that's probably
Something
a
neat.
pretty common from.
Oh, I can ask.
Okay, so we do
Simon.
have another workshop, another workshop on.
Next Tuesday,
The Tuesday, August something? No, 29th.
2 weeks.
August 29th. I mean, July 29th.
right, Tuesday?
Yep.
Yes. So workshop, July 29. In the meantime, yes, I mean, I'm not inviting just anybody to just roll up there and start working on it. Somebody from our committee here has to be,
Approve of
our
your skills,
renovation
man.
committee
Has to be,
leading that effort. All right. Any further comment on the renovation? Okay. Item number 8, discuss and consider City of Kingsbury annual budget proposal for fiscal year 25-26. Okay. So here's, so this is what I'm, very similar to what I've had before. So what we have here is what we budgeted for this current fiscal year, the actual that has been spent so far this year, the run it rate. So if we continue to spend, so if you see the little numbers above there, we're in the 293rd day of our fiscal year cycle, which is 0.8027% of our cycle. If we continue to spend at our actual, what our actual rate has been at 0.8027% of the year, our fiscal year, then this is what our run it rate at the end of our fiscal year, this is what we would have spent.
Right.
And so here is my just proposals, just throwing it out there. Sales tax, so as far as revenues, sales tax, we budgeted 43,100. Our run it rate right now, based upon our 36 so far, would be 45,225. So I upped it to 45,000. Any problems with that? There's not that many on here, so we'll just go over them. So mixed beverage tax receipts at 2,500 budgeted. We've received run it rate would be 3772, so I put it at 3,700. Franchise fees budgeted 5,700 so far. Run it rate would be 5,900, so I stuck it at 5,900. 5,944, so I put it at 5,900. If you have any better numbers, throw it out there. Interest. So interest budgeted for was 8,600 for 2025. Our run it rate right now is 8,200 because of the money that we spent out of Texas class. So we're obviously getting less interest on that. So I put that down to 8,000. Okay. City clerk compensation, we budgeted 5,300. Our run it rate is 8,405. One thing that I didn't consider in here, and I put a note here, the actual of 6447 includes payroll taxes. So we do have to pay payroll taxes for Social Security, Medicare, and then we have to hold withholding for that. And so we do have payroll taxes that is also included in this run it rate, in this actuals and run it rate that includes the payroll tax. I didn't separate that out. That's just all included in there.
On the 25 budget, the 5,300, that was that an estimated all?
That's what we estimated this time last year.
Okay, that was an estimated for all, including the payroll taxes, or just
We didn't
salary?
really
We
think
didn't
about
think
payroll
about it, that's right.
taxes. Yeah, we didn't really think about
I don't think we considered
that.
it as a cost, yeah.
Right. And payroll taxes is what, like a couple $100? A couple $100 a month.
It's about the difference.
No, it's not that much.
I thought,
Should be 7.3 or 7.7.
No, it's like a couple $100 a quarter. So it's like, or it's 200 something a quarter,
Social
I think.
Security, Medicare,
I just paid it.
and
I just paid it for the end of Q2. Blah, blah, blah. Crystal Clear.
253.98.
253.98, and that was for the quarter. So that's about $1,000 extra a year.
yeah, okay.
They're so more expensive than we thought.
Well, you know,
It's worth every penny.
I feel like we're getting a value for our dollar
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I'm glad you feel that way.
So I bumped it up to 84. I mean, should we break out compensation and payroll tax?
You know,
To a separate
I
category?
think that would look, it would make it easier to understand.
I think so too.
Mhm.
I
Yes,
think so
ma'am.
too. So break this out. Yeah, and I kind of went over, you know, a lot of these are from like the Von Army
Yeah.
budget, and I just kept them on there because, you know, they may like, hey, you know, be a, and I looked through here and we didn't have anything along payroll tax. Either, so, I said maybe 8,400. If we break out payroll tax, maybe it's
Well-
7,400.
I would say break out payroll tax. I'd like to see it broken out on paper, but the whole total is still what we're looking at in the end.
I can break it out in the,
mean,
for the budget, like
yeah.
7,400 and 1,000.
You know, that's fine.
You think?
Well, yeah, as long as it's, allowing when I look at it and say, oh, that's the total, but the total
Yeah.
is. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see, miscellaneous. We had, and this is just, you know, a catch-all for all kinds of things. We had budgeted 900 at this, we've only spent 877. At this point, our run rate is 1093. I mean, I could pull up and see what kind of things we've put under miscellaneous. I don't think there's any on the current.
I'm assuming it will go up just with the new city hall. You know, there's gonna be lots of weird things.
I'm kind of curious what miscellaneous is, but that's
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that's.
Probably that.
Yeah, well, I think that's, yeah.
Well,
it
yeah,
could
I
be.
know that, I know, but I'm just, you know.
That might have fallen
if it's-
under our
Is some
technology.
miscellaneous, like, repetitive, gonna be there every month or every 6 months?
No, no.
It's mostly- it's
Miscellaneous
truly
is
miscellaneous.
usually,
It's not an ongoing expense. Yeah, probably.
maybe.
Well, yeah, I know, I think we have an item for that.
I mean, if it's for National Night Out has, but yeah, party, birthday party.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would probably fall under miscellaneous. So checking account, budget category. Okay, hold on just a second. Miscellaneous, oh, that's how far as I'll go. October 2024, oh, it was the contract for property. 5-star title, that was
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Document services for deed information. That was the 20, like those, for our Texas file, when I have to look up deed information for people doing ETJ type stuff. That goes under miscellaneous. Trail Riders Breakfast,
Okay.
miscellaneous. Survey for, that was $700 for Kingsbury, for
Yeah,
survey for
yeah.
7571. Yeah, forgot we had a survey done. Trail Riders, yeah, those were the only ones.
Okay.
So, yeah, those are the only miscellaneous that we
Yeah.
had. So it's just usually these one-time.
And, yeah, and who knows what it's gonna be? We won't buy another property probably,
No,
so we won't have any of that, but
no,
you never know.
yeah. Okay, so,
So like fall harvest expenses, does that have its own line?
we don't have a category for fall harvest expenses. We have a category for fall harvest sponsorship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we have a certain amount for
Festival
that.
sponsorship.
Festival sponsorship.
Okay. I was just curious. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
So right now, under miscellaneous, we can probably, I put 1,100, but you know, probably 900 is probably still okay. It probably won't come up to that next year.
Probably.
Okay, so throw me out a number.
900.
Okay. Okay. Okay, fire department, that's pretty standard. Ambulance service is pretty standard. They have not come back to us and said anything, regarding that. I don't have numbers out here. Legal fees, we did not incur any legal fees. We can certainly put that out there. Just because it's a budget item doesn't mean we have to spend it, so we can leave that out there just in case. Audit was $250, we're spending $500 on that, so, I guess it is an audit requirement to have one every
year.
single year.
Yes, ma'am.
So, yeah, we should budget it.
I'm not gonna push for that, but
We should budget it
if
anyway.
we,
don't
if we
spend
did,
don't
it would
spend
cost us at least 500.
Yeah, it would cost.
So let's budget 500.
Okay. City engineering, okay, sorry. Communications utilities. We had not budgeted anything for that because we only had street lighting. That fell into another category. So, this includes, right now, we have spent $1,059. However, that includes the $400 for the utilities to transfer the crystal clear meter over. And the X number of dollars, the $50 or whatever, to do GBC to do those. So it includes that. Otherwise, it's not going to be that significant.
Well, you budgeted nothing on it, right?
Yeah, I had budgeted nothing on it, so I'm.
No, she's putting down.
Well, why do I have 2,700 there? I'm not sure where that came from.
Proposed because of, the run rate and.
Yeah, I'm not sure where I got 2,700.
I'm not
Maybe I
either.
was typing something else. So, I know where. No, I actually did get a number there. I took street lighting, utilities, and water, and average, 89.74, and electricity and street lighting. Although street lighting actually fell
lighting
into a
has-
different category. So,
it's got its own-
but I wasn't thinking at the time, and I took those three and multiplied it by 12, and that's where I got 2,700.
You know what,
Okay,
with
street-
air conditioning, you might want to keep it there.
But yeah, you want to take the street lighting entry off?
Yeah, street lighting
Just
is
strike it.
$32
Well, I mean, you're
a
putting
month.
it into your utilities.
Yeah, I should.
So take it off, maybe right there.
Street lighting, actually, there's street lighting is on here twice. Street
Yeah,
lighting
internet.
actually put in under economic,
Sounds pretty
cheap.
I don't know. It
All
probably
that, isn't
shouldn't
it?
be here. It probably shouldn't be in the
Let's strike it.
expenses,
Let's
yeah.
strike it.
Utilities are going
Yeah.
up
And just
too.
keep it all into the utilities,
Okay,
That's what it
Internet,
is.
does that include internet?
street line.
no.
Okay.
Street.
No,
street
we don't
lighting.
have any internet charges at the moment.
So we have 200 budgeted, street lighting, but we'll take it off. And if you want to move that 200 to utilities,
I think
Additional.
street lighting, I would like to keep separate, but
Separate,
I think I'll
separate?
move it up to this street
Okay.
lighting here.
okay.
And then, so what do I have budgeted for street lighting right now?
200.
200, and how much have we spent? 198? Or,
159.
yeah, so,
198.
So just leave it there.
yeah, so I would say 200, so.
But we need to add internet to the utilities, that's gonna be,
I'm not sure when that's gonna start.
yeah, I guess it will be next, well, this budget's for next year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so.
But,
yeah,
Won't be
I mean,
by
it
this
may only
year.
be half of next year, I don't know.
but the run we spent was.
Maybe it'll
We
be,
don't have
maybe
to
it'll start
spend it,
right
I mean,
off.
just because we budget for it.
No,
doesn't-
we
Yeah,
don't.
that's true.
But it's already, well, it's not budgeted, is it?
No, it's not budgeted.
Nothing
It's
at all.
At least. I can't
Well,
remember
it's,
why.
we got an actual and we got the run rate and a proposed, but that's not gonna happen because the water electricity is in place. So we will have, internet service come up.
Okay.
2,700 still?
It's about 50 a month, I think, so what is that? That's.
600?
$600.
Make it 1,000.
Yeah. So, on, where am
You have
I?
it
At,
at
under
27.
utilities, I'm not sure why communications / utilities were lumped together, but, so 2,700, I'm gonna take 200, so I'm gonna move that 2,500, and I may break it out, and then, so I'm gonna add internet, internet, at $50 per month.
Okay,
Okay?
okay.
Yeah, just because we have it in here doesn't mean we have to use it. We just have to have a reasonable estimation of what we think we'll have there. City clerk supplies, that was where we budgeted 500. Our run it rate is 1739, but I have on here that the actual run it rate includes the laptop at $1,100. So we're right at, that $500. I put $750. I don't know. I think it included the laptop and, the video and audio equipment. So it was a little bit more than it usually does. We don't need to buy a laptop every year. So
So you can go back to 500?
I can go back to 500.
Okay.
I think we're good there.
I got one more.
Yes, sir.
Before we go too far, because I didn't think about it, with city clerk compensation. Other staff, does our other staff member, would he like compensation at this time for the job you're doing, which is?
We have that under like
Legal fee.
mowing and.
Oh, he's not.
Yeah, Sam Drugan. Sam Drugan, attorney at law. Get out there, Sam.
I already know that.
Man, Joan, you're worse than Joan. He's got a woman who makes him mow.
They got an attorney mowing grass.
Yes.
I honestly, I know.
I appreciate the offer.
You got hungry mouths to
I would
feed.
like you to take it.
Well, I've always been concerned about the city's budget, and I know what lawyers cost, and I never did want to bust the bank on this operation, but it would be nice to be paid a small
Honorarium.
Token,
for
small,
attorney's fees, or well, I was thinking about, and I don't know, I don't want to get into a bidding war with the city clerk, and I don't want to get into a contest over that, except that, and if you go hire one of these Austin firms that represents cities, they're gonna bill you $2,500 a month. But I was thinking about something like $50 an hour as compensation for when I'm writing up contracts and sitting around. But on the other hand, $50 an hour might, I haven't budgeted it or figured it out or kept time.
Yeah.
While I was writing up the sales contract, purchase contract, and when we did Gabriel Ellis, that only took an hour or two working on the contract with Shirley. But so I don't know what it would be at $25 or $50 an hour, something like that. If I don't want to be exorbitant, but I think that's a pretty reduced rate.
A very reduced rate, Sam.
So I don't know. Do you have some number in mind, or what you think this operation can afford?
I had no idea what we can afford. We'll let Shirley tell us if we can afford it or not. But you said $50. I'm thinking $50 an hour doesn't sound bad. I don't know how many hours you might put in doing contracts or anything else, research for that matter. But you put in an hour or two once a month here, and I think, in your experience and your knowledge is invaluable to us.
Yes, absolutely.
And we couldn't afford somebody.
$2,500.
We couldn't afford a
No.
lesser skilled attorney, or much less,
I think that's a compliment.
It kind of is.
Not one, especially not one with our interests at heart.
Yeah, and not one that lives here.
Yeah, not one that lives here.
That
for
makes
sure.
a big difference.
Yeah.
So, do we table this for?
I think we can put something in the
Put
budget
something
at
in- We
least.
put something in the budget.
Some kind of
So-
monthly honorarium or something, is
Rough,
it?
rough wild guess how many hours you might put in, not at the meetings themselves, but $50 an hour, how many hours you might put in a month? or 6
The
months
only,
or a year?
really not very much. I don't, as I said, I think the only two that I can recall this calendar year that were projects was purchasing the real estate, and with all of that closing and writing those contracts, and I sat with y'all. Let's, I mean, we can go back and reflect on it. I think.
Well, we reviewed like lease.
Yes.
Yeah, we definitely spent some
That's
time
right.
researching that, yes.
We were doing the lease, and I probably spent, including the time to go do the closing on the real estate and writing up the contract with Dennis and negotiating it, and then with your help, and then going down and closing. That was probably something like 10 or 15 hours that from the start to the go, and then I probably spent working on the lease. Well, we did the lease 10 years ago. You're talking about the lease on the...
No, we were reviewing the lease.
Yes.
Yeah, when we were talking about being able to use the space for different, different events and stuff. But then we had to review the lease, and we were looking at, and then we did the lease, that was the lease for our office in the fire department.
Yes.
Remember, we reviewed that to some extent, and then what our insurance would take and all that. And then there was the lease for the life lease for Dennis, yeah.
Yeah, well, and I think when we were reviewing the lease, at least recently, that was kind of on the fly. Well, most of that took place right here in our meeting.
Oh, did it?
It seemed to me. So it wasn't very much, but and not that we're going to have any more. Well, there may have been a little bit of time. You might get a little bit of time out of that that I'd spend on if we were to do any other. What's our ACOG or our outfit that we did that contract with?
I have a suggestion. I mean, since you'd be an independent contractor and we don't pay taxes then on your salary, you'd have to invoice us anyway. I mean, if you sit at the meetings, that's worth, if we're doing $50 an hour, that's worth whatever, I guess we're all gonna be like, let's get this meeting over. But I mean, how would you feel about doing a monthly invoice and we just set aside a certain amount per year that
Like
could
a
be-
retainer.
Yeah.
How about $250 a monthly invoice? That would, well, wait a minute, that's about 5 hours though. So it's not that much.
Monthly?
Well, Allison's suggestion is rather than by the hour, we just pay you. Well, let me understand you. I thought she was just saying, we'll just pick a number to pay you monthly, just as like a retainer, just to cover whatever you're gonna do, whether that's 2 or 3 hours in a meeting here, plus a little other work.
I was actually suggesting something a little bit more complicated. Like when we do the budget, we still have to set aside a number. So we kind of come up with a rough number to set aside in the budget, and then you would invoice us every month as a contractor would, and you'd give your invoice to Shirley, and then she'd write you a check, which we know would be about 150, and then if you do extra work, it's going to be more.
Right.
So it would work out to be maybe $250 a month, or I mean whatever it might be.
Yeah,
It could be
there's gonna
less.
be some months more than 150.
Yeah.
Yes. In fact, like February, or I think was the time frame when we spent all the time on the acquisition of the real estate. That would be more. But other than that, I think how about just a budgeted at $200 a month?
You just talked yourself down $50.
Well, no, he's budgeted, he's gonna invoice us
Okay.
for the hours he spends, correct, or works. And if we're under budget, good. If we're over budget, then we'll.
Suggesting $200 a month for the
For the budget.
For the budget, yes.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then basically, I'm an independent contractor. You just say one of your terms of employment under contract is you get $50 an hour for doing the work. And, I think that's, well, in the old-fashioned world of negotiation, that's maybe a little, not as much as I wanted to get, but it's a little bit more than what you wanted to pay. So maybe that's reasonable.
That's a perfect negotiation right there.
He just did it, he nailed it. I'm good with that.
All right.
And the only objection I have, and that's just a personal I don't really object, it's in my head, I'll share it with you. Thought of you as a subcontractor no, you're not a subcontractor.
No.
You'll never be a subcontractor.
No.
But it helps us not pay payroll taxes.
Yeah, but I mean, no, that's.
And as a lawyer, you're
Never,
always kind
never.
of.
No, I do appreciate that, and I know that's the way you all feel. And, but you're right, under the law, as an attorney, I can't, even if I'm under a contract, whether it's a retainer contract or whatever, it's not like any other contractor because a lawyer owes you, it is a special fiduciary relationship according to the law. And that's why when lawyers mess up and they hurt their client, either intentionally or through negligence, they go in arguing, the other lawyers arguing, this is a special fiduciary responsibility, and you breach that trust. So this is a special relationship of trust, which I appreciate, and I think you guys all appreciate it. And that's.
This is a special relationship.
It's a special relationship.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Here, here.
Well, thank you. Whatever you guys want to do, and I appreciate that.
Yay.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for bringing that up, Frank.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Administrative training, we had $750. We haven't spent any. I'm good with leaving it at $750 just in case. I mean, the training that we've had to take has all been, there's no charge to it so far, but you just never know. Insurance, it was $4,100. The run it rate is $5,200. I put it down to $5,000. We are going down because of the release of some of those charges regarding like police force and stuff that, we could, potentially might have to use, but the likelihood is very low. So we're agreed to release those charges. But now we've picked up insurance on 7571. So I kind of left it at 5,000. It's probably high, but okay. Bonds, we still have to get a surety bond for Jessica, I'm pretty sure. So I left it, I left it at 365, which is what it was last year. Texas Municipal League, the run it rate. Well, it's hard to say the run it rate because it's a once a year thing. So $650. Okay. I did leave ARCIT on here because I still would really like to get more involved with ARCIT, which is the Association for Rural Communities in Texas. Mm-hmm. So it's smaller towns and smaller counties. Mm-hmm. It's a good organization, and that's where the hemp czar came and talked to us at one of those ARCIT things. Right. Yeah. So I want to leave that on there. Newspaper notice fees. We had budgeted $800. We've only at run it rate 117, so I was like 500.
Yeah.
Okay. Information mailouts and postage. We had budgeted pretty big, 1,500. We hadn't used any of that, but I want to keep something on there. 500, unless you want to up it.
That mail out for the party was 700 and something?
But that did not fall in our.
It was in the festival sponsorship.
No, it was for the Kingsbury.
The coffee.
Anniversary.
Yeah, it might have. Did it fall before the fiscal year started?
The last mail out we did for any reason whatsoever.
Yeah,
we had $1,500 to do a mail out for postage. I mean,
make it $750 just because
okay.
I have a feeling we're going to spend that.
Well, to get everybody in our zip code, it costs,
Yeah.
150, I think.
Yeah.
Everybody in our zip code?
It's 1,500 people in 78638,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it costs 150 per mail line, so it's 350. Right, I think that's what it costs.
Okay.
For postage alone.
Okay. That's fine then. That's what it is. Was it postage?
So we'll
Oh,
up
and
that to
mail-outs.
7, yeah, we'll up that
Okay.
to 750.
Yeah.
Bank fees, we don't normally incur that bank fees on there. That's because of,
You know, me,
so, there's normally no
I
bank
did the
fees.
same thing.
Eh,
Yeah, Janet said, I need to write a check for the
Yeah.
surgery thing. I said, just write the check, we got the money. It bounced. I said, what? I said, oh, that's our total amount is fine, but
Yeah.
that account doesn't have enough in it.
Post office has gone up. I think we had budgeted 175. It was 154. So yeah,
Do we get a special a rate
No.
for being a city?
no, no.
for the post office.
Not that I know.
That's
Well,
what
I'm-
my post office box costs me.
Is it here?
Yeah, I got one right over here.
Well, I got one in Seguin, and it's
for my
costing me
Sam Drugan,
more like the
practice of law,
run rate thing.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay,
175.
I guess I'll ask.
Let's see. Technology, city website. We budgeted 1,500. Our run rate is 900, so I left it at 15. Festival sponsorships, we had it budgeted 15. We spent 13. I left it at 15.
Okay.
Signage. This
we
brings up just a point to ponder. Someone contacted me the other day wanting rumble strips on 2438. They're kind of by Geno's, just because apparently there are vehicles taking off from the stoplight that just
Yeah, Sasha says that. He works over at Gino's. He's saying it, people just go sailing.
they
over
hit
it.
they put the pedal to the metal right there as soon as they get there at Geno's and speed down that way. And it's a neighborhood, and I'm like, I don't, rumble strips or speed bumps or whatever, that would be a TxDOT
Yeah,
type
'cause that's
decision
a
there.
part of the
So,
market.
but it's something to,
Maybe we contact TxDOT and ask them to check lowering the speed limit inside the city limits.
Yeah.
Because that is a neighborhood right there.
yeah, or
It's,
see about getting somebody
is
parked
it-
there. Yeah, we can see
Yeah,
about
I mean,
getting
from
somebody
the
parked there. I
south,
mean,
there's
if they're really
45,
speeding
yeah.
like that, that's
Right
dangerous
there.
to everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe so. Yeah, I mean, the county might, put somebody out there just.
yeah,
DPS might put somebody out there if they
yeah,
ask.
absolutely.
They do 90, they can do
Is
22,
this
38.
surface maintenance you're talking?
Oh, I saw
Side track.
street surface maintenance, and I saw signage below it, and I thought signage and the speed bumps and everything.
Street surface maintenance.
I was keeping it 250. We haven't spent any this last year. We've spent money in the past. Mowing, I kept it 500.
But have you calculated in what this?
Yeah, what's
No,
that
I
gonna
have
cost?
not.
I think we need to add some money to,
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
what would that be
so-
under? Not mowing.
yeah. Street maintenance. I think that would fall under
Let's
street maintenance.
put some money in there, because that might cost
Okay.
some money. I think we need at least
Well, do we
$1,000,
have,
if
yeah,
not more,
street
in there.
surface maintenance. We have nothing
Those
budgeted
guys
right now.
on the road.
Oh, yeah,
along
with street
who
surface
have
maintenance,
the
we have
road being
250.
washed out.
We have 250.
So we're saying
1,500.
1,500?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Okay. What I'm concerned about, not for this, but I'm like, one day we might have to get into the point where we have to look at drainage improvement, in some places.
Possible, yes.
Yeah, the only thing that concerns me about that is I have no idea what that involves or how much that costs. So it's just the unknown that concerns me there. But I think one day we're gonna hit that.
And when
Okay.
we do, we should probably try to get one of those grants.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's
thinking.
true.
Grants that that allow us to hire an engineer.
Yeah.
And the engineering firm
Yeah.
tells us how much money you're gonna
Yep.
spend to fix that.
And maybe we need to get a city water.
Yeah.
It's sounding like the water situation is pretty
Yeah.
damn dire.
It's gonna be rainwater collection.
Yeah.
We need to really get a plan going for everybody.
Yeah, we do.
Some kind of rebates or
We do.
something.
Street lighting, we moved up. So that has been moved up around utilities and stuff. So I'm taking
So
it
it's
out
kind
of this, yeah.
maintenance fund.
National Night Out, I kept it 300, we spent 230. And that's it.
Okay.
And the other items, they're like, are basically our
Yeah.
rollover, and then that makes those items balance out at the end, so we have a zero balance.
All right, you have 1 minute to finish this meeting by your 8:30
Okay.
goal.
Okay, so Jessica and I were talking about all the requirements for the budget. It's required of her to receive a submitted budget by the 10th day before, something or other. And then we have to put in the in the paper, we had to put a legal notice for a public hearing between no more than 30 days before, no less than 10 days before,
I need to
or
get
15
it
days.
public hearing before August 8th.
Yes. So we need to, I would like to get this all going so we can approve a budget in August. We still have till September, but just in case, it's always good to have it done by August. So we're gonna get the ball rolling and so we'll have a public hearing at our next meeting and
So August 18th will be our
yes,
public
we
hearing.
will do a public.
Newspaper by August 8th.
Oh, I thought you.
Yeah, it has to be in the
hearing-
newspaper
hearing
by
date,
August
okay.
8th.
We don't have to have the hearing by.
Right.
Sorry.
So what I'm gonna make sure I do is get this posted on the message board, so everybody has a chance to review before then and have
Excellent.
any input, so before we get into that, we can just say, okay, yeah, we all reviewed it and we're good to go. Oh, darn it. I had an item on here, I just now saw it. Anything about renovation costs in the budget?
Thank you for thinking of that, because there are gonna be, the dumpster alone is gonna be renovation
Yeah.
costs. There's gonna be some renovation.
There'll be a lot of costs.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of costs.
I mean, we need to
how much do
put
we wanna
something
put
in
in
the
there?
budget.
10,000?
It's just a guess. Yeah, we
Well,
can put,
I consider our class, what do you call it?
Yeah, there's 9,000 in there.
And the
Why don't we put
Oh, Texas
10,000 in?
class.
Texas
yes.
class account, I consider that our checkbook,
yeah, we do
I mean, our
have,
budget.
in Texas class, right now, we have $9,890 right
See,
there.
I consider that our budget, so we
Okay.
can spend that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you want to list it as a line item, I guess you can.
So
Yeah.
I'll put 10K.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because
Thank
we'll
you.
have plumbing needs, we'll have electrical
of
needs,
Yeah, just paint,
Yeah, paint.
but yeah.
Where's
Okay.
the 10K go?
To
It's,
renovation.
I'm gonna add a line item.
Okay.
I'm gonna add a line item for
I'm sorry.
renovation, facilities, maintenance,
Yeah.
right there. Okay,
All right,
all right, item number 8.
home run, guys.
Oh, no, we already did item number 8. Item
Nine.
number 9, discuss and consider Fall Harvest Fest website. Oh, it's got my name on it.
It's your decision.
Numbers here, we were talking about the,
Yeah, Jessica and I had a long talk.
yeah, that web domain, Fall Harvest Fest, Kingsbury Fall
Mhm.
Harvest Fest.org.
It's KingsburyFallFest.org.
KingsburyFallFest.org.
Okay, and then if we got it, starting August 8th, then that would be, if we started paying for it, August 8th, that would be 3 months to November 8th, when the actual festival happens, and for 3 months, we would pay $108,
Total.
total.
We also, we have that option. We have the option of just hosting it on the current city website. We have the option of using the city website to launch a free site, which would look the same, but it's something like kingsburyfallfest.wixsite.org or something like that. And those would require we still got the domain. We still got the name. It's just connecting the website
Making it
to the
active.
domain, right?
that's where the cost
comes in. So,
Well,
I mean, I think it's a nominal amount right there, you know.
we could also add a page to the website pretty easily, I'd say, too. If
Also,
it's,
what's
if it's an annual event, I don't see why we don't just add a page to the website. There's the website probably gives you tons of pages that are included in the cost.
The city website?
The city website.
Oh, yeah, there's no
It's
charge.
a city-sponsored event. It's like just
Yeah, there's no
belittling
charge
some
to
to
it.
exist on the,
So it could be,
we can
yeah,
always
so,
have it just a page on the city website.
yeah, so it, so if.
I'm fine either way. I just, we gotta have some way besides Facebook.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
All right, y'all help me out here. I'm just trying to get clarified on this. Robin Cresta, is that her name?
Mm-hmm.
Is she involved in this discussion?
No.
Is she doing anything with Fall Harvest?
Yes.
Facebook, but we need more than Facebook, because I don't do Facebook.
What is she doing for Fall
So
Harvest?
she's
she's
organizing
like
the vendors.
That's it?
Yeah, it's always been a collaborative event. Habitable's doing the art side,
Well, I mean, she's
Shirley's
organizing
doing her
the
part.
vendors, but also events and stuff. She's
Yeah.
been reaching out to potential sponsors and.
Yeah, she has
she's
reached out to
organizing like
sponsors.
some
Doing all the admin stuff
competitions
that
and
needs to be done.
things for, she wants to do like a horseshoe competition, like throw it in like, she's trying to come up with,
That's
things
what we
to-
thought, fun activities, like a like a couple of competitions
Sharon-
wouldn't be bad.
Every year Sharon comes and has this cake thing that she doesn't plan. I hope they're coordinating.
I hope
'Cause-
so too.
Yeah, it's always a last minute kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah. Robin or Sharon, if you're out there, connect, because that's who's
What's
helping you
Sharon's
out.
last name?
Cooper, yeah.
Sharon Cooper.
Yeah. I mean, well, they do the hay dive, which is awesome, and then I like the dessert competition. It just doesn't get as much play as it should
Yeah.
leading
she
up
doesn't
to.
tell anybody about it.
Yeah. Well, I
yeah,
kind
some-
of put it in newsletter, but you
or
need
the
to really,
website.
you really need
It
to,
was fun my first year at the festival.
Yeah.
But then last year it just seemed to get kind of.
yeah, yeah.
So
I mean, it certainly could be built up better.
Here's kind of what I think about the Fall Harvest Festival. I think that a page, if it's okay, I mean, it's a city festival. Why don't we just add a page to the city website? People know to go there. If we're only going to activate a website for 3 months, it's like, who's going to know to go there? You got to tell everybody to go there. It's not an active website all the time. The city's website is active all the time. It could be a tab in the thing. You don't have to look at it at the first page, but.
Put a link on the city website, put a link to it, put an advertisement to it, put it on Facebook. I think its own website is well worth it. It's not lost in the
What-
clutter.
It's on website all year round? Or a
I
page
think you need
on
a
the city
website all year
website
round, or
all
I
year
don't
round?
think you need a page all
Said
year
we
round.
can maintain the domain without having an actual live website, right?
Right.
And there's no additional cost? What's the cost of just maintaining that domain?
Oh, it's $50 a
Negligible.
year or something like
Okay.
that.
In 3 months for $108. I think that's okay. I think, I don't know, that's me. I think that putting it
But
on
you
the
could
city
also
website
maintain the page
just puts
on
it
the
in
city
with all
website.
the other information that's on there.
Uh-huh.
It also makes your hunt, if you're looking for that site, it's not right there in front of you. If you have a link, said, oh, Fall Harvest, here's the link. Website, right on the front page, that's fine, on our website. Click it, and they take you away from the city, they take you away from elections, they take you away from budgets, they take you away from roads, they take you just to the Fall Harvest.
You can also do that through Wix. It just doesn't have the address.
Well, I mean, I don't, as long as, like I said, but I think it would be more effective, but it doesn't, it's not my vote. I'm not voting, I'm not asking, it's just whatever y'all think. But I just think that it would be, if I was looking for it, I'm like the one-click person. Click, it takes me where I want to go, that's the information I want. If I've got to scroll through a menu on this page, and then go to this page, and then scroll to another menu, I'm just,
Yeah.
I'm going to see something over here that's going to distract me, and I'm going to, well, let me look at this first. And I'll be there for an hour before I finally get to where I want.
Well-
That's me.
Okay, alternatively, at least the day that we were looking at prices on Wix, there was a deal going on that may or may not still be going on that we could
50%
do. We could have the website for a full year for $174.
Oh, so
versus
basically the same price as-
$108
Yeah.
for 3
Yeah.
months.
And that sounds like
Yeah.
a really good deal.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just surprised that it's you that wants to
Spend money, I know, Frank's like trying to spend money all over the place, he's trying to pay
If
Awesome.
I would like it to be successful. I would like the city not to be involved in it. I would like y'all to be part of the group that puts on the fall festival, and y'all make some money at it. All you need from the city is a street closure permit, and we can do that. And maybe we'll help you out a little bit. I don't want to spend my money on
Yeah,
this,
it's never-
but I want it to happen. I do, but it should make money. It should.
I'm not running it this year.
I know very little about these, festival things, but I know someone personally that did two events in Seguin, powwows. They made money.
I mean, do people pay to go into a powwow? No.
Oh, but your vendors pay, and it's like selling at a garage sale a garage sale thing. It's like you buy a table, $20, here's your table, here's your space, sell all your stuff. $20. Well, if you get 10 people, that's 200. If you get 1,000 people, that's 20,000. If you have room for it, if you can, you don't have to kill yourself, but you can. But you have to build the event up, and it's, if it's something you can make money at,
Yeah.
somebody that's good at doing that,
Yeah.
and skilled at doing that, and that
Well,
could be
for the
y'all.
festival, there's some big ticket items.
Yeah.
One being porta potty.
Yeah, I know.
There's
Yeah.
some big ticket
It's
items.
expensive.
If you get a, beer permit, an event beer permit, that's some change right there too, so. I think the biggest is probably porta potty.
And-
Is
but
that
I-
the biggest?
Porta potty.
It's definitely the biggest charge.
Some way that you can make
That's
enough
hundreds
money.
and hundreds of dollars.
I'm looking for some way you can make enough money to pay for the porta
That would
potty.
be
Okay,
awesome.
but that's way down the line and it's 9 o'clock and.
Oh, yeah, it's it's not way down the line, it's 3 months
And
away.
it's not really.
So I'll
like,
take-
We should decide what's going on with the
So, I'll take a look and see if we can get that, because they run those promos quite often. And if we can get the year-long
For 175,
for less than $200,
I think that's a smart,
Then
really
people
nice.
go to it because vendors do and if you're talking about making money at it, vendors do like planning early. And
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
don't like
And if
3
you
months
got-
out
They gotta
planning. They
schedule.
like to be able to
They
look at a
have to
website.
schedule.
If you got an active website up where they can check in and look and see what's going on and plan their day, their year,
Okay.
and be in contact with you
yeah.
all the time, just reach out, and you can reach out to them too.
Yeah.
And I don't wanna slow you all down and keep going, but, what about, will there be, if someone wanted, I'm not on Facebook, I'm probably the only person in Kingsbury that's
No.
not. But
Janet.
my
No.
question is, so if this is gonna be on Facebook, will there be a link on the website for the
Yes.
city of Kingsbury so that someone
Yes.
can go look
Yes.
at that? Okay.
There will be a lot of cross-pollination.
That
Yes.
answers my question.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yes.
I'm gonna find out everything I need to know about the Fall Festival without either one of those websites, but I just wanna know.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
Because you're gonna tell me
Yes.
what to do.
I'm just going to tell you. All right.
Cool.
All right.
Yay.
So I will take a look at that. All right. At this point, we adjourn. Thanks,
Nice
everyone.
meeting y'all.
Was. It's
A lot
amazing to
accomplished.
See how many people were here.